All right, so I think we're good to go, guys. These are all done in the back here. This one on the other side actually has a little bit of rust on it. So, I mean, hey, the car is 64 years old. It's gonna have some problems. So I've gone to this sort of, let's preload the car and see what happens. So right there, we can see the pan is gonna separate just fine. There's probably a bit of friction from the gasket and maybe a little bit of rust holding things together. So let's just have a quick look here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy walking around. Let's just lift it a little bit and see what happens. Okay, so here's what we got so far. I had to wrestle a bit with the back of it. I didn't realize there was 2 bolts that were covered in undercoat on the rear shelf, but anyways, I found them. So here we got the car up in the 2x4 now. So what I'm gonna do, the plan is to secure these so they don't shift on your pivot, and then I'm going to lift the car up. Now the other side has the stiffener rail on it. This side doesn't. I ground it off. And then I found, of course, all the rust and everything else is hiding inside there, as every good Beetle has to have. So anyways, let's see if we can get this thing up in the air and on my workbench. It looks like we're back into yet another Volkswagen rusty corner here, or quarter panel, I guess. This is the passenger side I'm working on right now. It is, let me just sort of scoot this around here and see if you can get a better look at it. So pretty typical for these Volkswagens. This is the heater channel down here. They butt weld the 2 pieces together, not butt weld, spot weld the 2 pieces together. So there's a piece that comes down and it folds into here where all those little dots are. Those are spot welds that I've drilled out. And what I'm gonna do is take this patch panel here and I'm going to basically weld it in where the old metal was, and it'll basically pick up against that panel there. So I'll grind this flat, grind it clean, I'll treat the rust, and then I'm going to plug weld this onto here, and then I'll join it up here. Now I got a new welder, so I don't know how this is gonna go. This is, I got a 215, Power MIG 215 multi-purpose or multi-process. So I don't know, usually your cheaper welders are pretty good at spot welding because they can cycle real quick. They don't go through a lot of gas. This one here is more of a, I'm called a proper welder, but it's a little more higher end. So I've tried doing some spot welds on it. It's not the best. I shouldn't say that. It does a great job. It's just there's a lot going on there. It has pre-gases, post-gases, and I don't know. Looks like a lot. I think it's just gonna waste a hell of a lot of argon. So I might plug in my old 180 and just zap this thing into place with it. And then for the finish welding, I can get that one sorted out. But I've only done probably 3 inches of weld with it since I got it. So, and most of those were butts. So we'll see. I'll give it a try of both, and then we'll see. I might have to keep the 180 just for doing this kind of work, and then for finish welding and pretty welding and TIG and whatever else, I'll use the other one. So let's get back at her.